you wanted to know what I think of Bangladesh, what comes to my mind. Unfortunately, because I'm British, and if you know your history, Bangladesh is just yet another name in the long list of countries that my country has completely messed up for its own personal greed and gain. So unfortunately, the first thing that comes to my mind when I think Bangladeshi is colonial white guilt, which isn't great, but it is unfortunately part of my heritage as a British person. Other aspects is obviously it's an Islamic culture, but a very unique one as it's been chopped in two. Again, thanks to Britain. And generally, obviously you can't help but think of close ties to India because it used to be part of it. So, and I really want to try the food because always trying food from cultures you haven't experienced is always really, really fun. I now have a Bangladeshi friend, first Bangladeshi friend I've ever made, so we've been talking a lot and that's been really awesome. Been able to get to know modern Bangladesh instead of just the historical part. And I've been told that, you know, despite the fact that Japan and Bangladesh has about the same landmass, Bangladesh has a much denser population, which, you know, is very interesting because Japan's kind of having a problem with not having enough children right now and things like that. So it's kind of interesting to think about. Well, I hope to hang out with Paul more often so I can learn more about Bangladesh and hopefully someday visit once everything calms down.
What do I think about Bangladesh? Oh, I only know what I've read in textbooks and seen on the news. I know where it is in Asia. It's east of India. It was once a part of India when it was under British colonial rule and was partitioned away from India I forgot when in the 20th century because it was a majority Muslim population in the area. I also know in the southwest part of Bangladesh there's a nature preserve that has a lot of tigers in it, which is supposed to be, I've seen that in National Geographic. But before I met you, Paul, the only Bangladeshis I had ever met before ran curry shops here in Japan, and good curry, but that's about as much contact with them as I had. So like meeting you, you're another person. Being from Bangladesh is just where you started. And that's really all there is to it. You're just another person. And you're out trying to have fun like everybody else, and I think that's pretty awesome of you. In the future, I wouldn't mind seeing that nature preserve with the tigers, and I'd actually really like to see the part of Bangladesh and India where those exclaves and enclaves were. I'd like to see that border area. Just because that was like the only place in the world where there were second and third order enclaves. I know that was a mess, but I'd like to kind of see where that was. And if you want to show me where that is, Paul, and show me what the best food there is in Bangladesh, that'd be really tasty and fun.
Well, you know, Paul, you're the first Bengali that I know, so, and, you know, I guess in my mind, my idea of Bengal was a place that was more religious, especially because of the Muslim majority and Muslim and Hindus are generally very strictly religious. So I didn't know much about Bengali people or Bengal in general. So I guess I had some ideas that maybe weren't quite so clear. But, you know, meeting you, Paul, has really opened my eyes, and really, you know, I'm happy to have met you because it just gives you another, window into our world that I didn't have before. Paul, you know, I've always I thought about, going to Bangladesh. What would be a good place to go in Bangladesh?
Yeah,
what would you recommend?
There are so many. Cox's Bazar and Sundarban. We have like wonderful island, Saint Martin.
Right? Yeah. Oh, San Martin. I think I've heard of that before. Yeah, so you know, we're enjoying this beautiful trip around Japan, but I'm sure there are many beautiful places in Bangladesh. And you know what? I think that would be an interesting place to visit one day.
Okay, about Bangladesh. I have no idea about Bangladesh.
Have you ever met with any Bangladeshi before?
No, never. So you are the first one.
I'm the first one.
Yeah.
Do you know about Laura-san?
Yes.
Hawaii Laura? And do you know
Kawaii
that?
Laura?
Yeah, and do you
Yeah,
know that
yeah,
she's
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 cute.
Hambun? Like her father is from Bangladesh and mother is
Yeah.
from Japan. She's quite famous in Japan.
Yeah, but I don't know her personality.
Okay.
Yeah, but you, I think you are very rare. Even people from Bangladesh. I think.
Kinda.
I think. I don't know because I know only you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what?
ケイちゃんバングラデシュって聞いたことある？どこか知ってる？知らない。お父さんも知らない。でも彼の来たところだから多分インドに近い。Is it true?
Yeah.
インドに近い。
So sake.
カレー食べる？
Yeah. 카레 다이스 피.
カレー everyday?
毎日。
毎日カレー。
Good.
I want to visit Bangladesh, eat some curry, and see what kind of place it is. And, what do you think?
Okay. How much do you know about Bangladesh?
Okay, well, actually, I don't know Bangladesh at all. I think I met you, maybe. I know the population is dark skin, like Indian, and maybe the Bangladeshi food is tasty. Yeah, that's all information I know so far.
Have you ever met with any Bangladeshi before?
No, you are the first one.
And
Well,
what?
like you mentioned me before, Laura, she's a super beautiful model in Japan. Before, I think that she is Indian, but now you told me she's Bangladesh. So, yeah, only you and her. Well, of course, she's famous people.
What do you think about Bangladeshi people?
Well, like I said, I never met the Bangladeshi before, but I met you. You really bright and handsome and bright, colorful. Yes, pretty good person. You are a good person. I don't know Bangladeshi, but you are a good person. Handsome and super bright and love nature like us. So yes, I love it.
Would you like to visit Bangladesh someday?
Sure, I love experience new things, and I also love meeting new people. I love traveling with my husband Lawrence. So if I have chance, for sure I want to go there. I want to go there. Yes, sure. You are amazing. Because you, we have a lot of fun time. Thank you so much. You are a good photographer. You are good at to take photos and videos. I can't wait your video next time. Well, Paul is a really amazing guy. You shouldn't miss his video. Check out him, okay?
Hi, I'm Lawrence, and I've lived in Osaka for 30 years, and we have quite a tight, small, family-like foreigner group here with many different cultures. And I've met them through university work or just even nightlife work. Restaurants are open by lots of foreigners, even Italian, Asian, Indian. And but it's interesting because Paul is the first Bangladeshi that I've met here, truly. I've met Indians and Sri Lankans, even a Pakistani restaurant. We have even halal now. But so everyone is really interested in Paul because it's rare for us, even in this foreigner community, to meet someone from Bangladesh. But he's also not really a Bangladeshi guy, is he? Yeah, in Japan, in Osaka area, we have a lot of foreigners. Joey's from Australia, but he's not really Australian. I'm from the US, maybe you can tell from my English, but I'm not really an American. And now we have Paul. We are just world citizens. We are people of the world. And nobody relates to your color, your nationality, or your religion or even your sex. Of course, we have male, female, but I don't look at Saki-chan as a Japanese girl. Saki is Saki. Paul is Paul. Lou is not my Chinese wife. She's Lou, and she's here, and we all love being here in the Kansai area of Japan. And maybe you'll want to come and join us.
Would you like to visit Bangladesh someday? And
I'm
do
very
some adventure
interested.
trip?
As a matter of fact, that's a good question. So Bangladesh, I am interested. I'm an American, but this is my home for more than half my life. And I am in a part of Asia. And when I travel, and my wife too, we're interested only in Southeast Asia. Right? We want to go to places like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Thailand. It's a kind of support, but it's also a big family here in Asia and Southeast Asia. Visiting each other's countries and helping out with the economies and learning about each other. Even though I'm not Japanese, that doesn't matter. I'm here 30 years, so in Japan. Maybe if I move back to America, I would want to go to Canada and Mexico or Europe. Maybe I'd want to go, but we like to spend our time here. So yes, I would love to be able to go to Bangladesh.
Do you have any idea about the Bangladeshi nature?
Well, I'm an old guy, 55 years old, so going back to the 70s and 80s, you might not know. I don't know. There was Live Aid, and there was charities for places like Bangladesh because it was poor and it was hit by some typhoons maybe or some flooding and had a hard time there. Honestly, yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not very well educated on each country's difference because I actually don't care. I just like the people and I want to go and I want to meet the people and eat the food and see the place. I don't want to have other people telling me this is like this and that is like that and this is like that. You can't do that in a big country like the United States anyway because they're not all the same. It's a huge country with so many people. Even Japan, which is not a very huge country, but the northern people, these countryside people here and the Osaka people, they're different. It's different. So, dividing places into countries, you were talking a little bit in the car, Paul, about how the people were there in that land and the British, whoever came, and they divided into certain groups. Those are fake lines. Those lines are all fake and people know it. It's your culture, your history, your family, your genes, and your feeling of where you are. We have a family here in Osaka and Kobe and Kyoto and the Kansai area, very, very mixed, very big family, very diverse family. And I hope that I can go to a place like Bangladesh and feel it naturally, the way it is, without having other information to cloud up my mind. Maybe you felt the same way when you came to Japan. Thanks for listening.
Subscribe to Paul's YouTube channel.